By the time this comes out, I believe the final chapter of My Hero will come out.
I have not read it.
Neither have I.
And I'm probably not going to read it, actually.
No, I might just wait.
I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to watch the anime.
The anime is basically at the end.
Basically, yeah. We're on the final arc. I finally watched anime, guys. You know, hold your applause. But I caught up to that, at least. It was really fucking good.
But yeah,
I liked it a lot, actually. So spoiler alert for the current season of My Hero. Bakugo's episode.
oh my god.
Did you see that?
Yes, I do.
Oh my goodness, bro.
He was giving me Ultra Instinct like feelings.
Yeah, that was a really good episode. And they did his death really well. But yeah, no, I'm sorry. That's one thing that pisses me off. Man, fucking Pablo watched it yesterday. He's like, dang. But like, I guess I kind of hope he stays dead, though. Like, that would be really good for the show. And, like, you know, if Deku sees him, like, he'll get a rage power up or something. And I'm like, and he looked at me, he's like, please tell me he stays dead. And I'm like, I'm not going to say anything.
They dragged on the manga.
They dragged a little bit. So I don't know what happens. I think next week or the week after might be the last chapter that I read. And then after that.
Because I'm pretty sure it's like when the next episode that comes out.
I think Deku shows up.
Yeah, it's Deku, like the beginning of Deku versus Shigaraki.
Yeah, which is crazy because I read that like a year and a half ago, maybe almost 2 years. So what the hell has happened since then? Like, how long is that fight? Do they stop? I don't know.
Remember, bro, you get all the other people coming in and being important finally. Remember, we get backstories to characters that
and Pablo was already starting to get annoyed, and he's like, "Is this what you were talking about?" And I'm like, "Kind of." Like, it starts early on, but it just gets worse.
Like now, we're just now finding out that Bakugo wanted All Might to sign a card for him.
Well, it was the Spinner's side. Bro, I wanted Spinner to be important during like the villain saga and maybe immediately after that, not the villain saga and then 3 arcs later. The pacing is horrible for that, man. Or the character arc. I'm not saying his character arc is good or bad because I honestly don't know the end of it. I liked it. I liked that he was conflicted with who to follow, like Shigaraki, or that he wanted to like maintain Stain's like honor because that's why he, you know, started doing what he does. He even has his whole look based off of Stain. I feel like they completely forgot about that. And that bothers me because Stain did essentially a flip. Without Stain, they wouldn't have gotten the intel on.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty important. If Spinner had learned about that, would he have been more conflicted on helping Shigaraki? What if he defected? You could have explored all of that. That would have been so cool. But no, as far as I know, I think he just becomes a raging fucking monster. Yeah, which is stupid.
We both know that the series started taking a massive turn.
Yeah, which is a shame because it's really good. Fun fact for those who like to hear me rant about Totally Not Mark, he is doing a new YouTube series now where he's reviewing My Hero Academia for the first time. No, dude, I'm not gonna lie. That first one he reviewed, I think the first 3 arcs.
God damn.
Yeah, he reads it.
Oh, okay.
He honestly made such great points that it gave me like an inkling to try and go back and rewatch some of it. Because I was like, dang, I didn't think about that. That's a really good way to put it. Oh, that's why they did something like this. Like, that made me realize that Bakugo wasn't as annoying as I thought he was.
Oh, in the beginning?
Yeah. Like, yeah, he yells all the time and is a douche. But it's not because they just write him like that. It's because he's so insecure.
Yeah.
All the fucking time. And, like, he thought he was raised like on this pedestal essentially that you have a really cool quirk, you're going to be a great hero someday. Everybody was shoving that idea, you know, down his throat as a kid, and he was praised for it. He's at the top of his class, everything's super popular. He's like, okay, like me being the best results in like this is the association that he creates. And then here comes Deku, who doesn't have anything, and he's seen offering Bakugo help for stuff. He's like, why are you helping me? Like, I don't need help. I'm like, everyone tells me that I'm supposed to be the one helping others. So he takes it as like, oh, he's looking down on me. He thinks he's better than me.
And he's fucking quirkless.
Who does he think he is? Blah, blah, blah. It's like that mentality. I'm like, oh, I guess that makes sense. I didn't think about that.
Teen angst, bro.
Teen angst. And then they get to the school and then he realizes that Deku has like the power now. And then he feels even worse because he beats Bakugo's record, like the rock throw thing or whatever.
The baseball.
The baseball thing. He gets admitted into this really prestigious school that only he made it out of his class, except
And then
he starts getting all this praise and attention from All Might, who was also Bakugo's #1 hero. And when all of that started happening at the same time, he starts realizing, like, wow, like, was he hiding his power this entire time from me? Did he think that little of me that he wouldn't even show his power? Like, no wonder he was so hateful towards him and wanted to, like...
That's why that one fight makes so much more sense now.
Yes, like, the
Holy
entire
shit.
time he had just seen Deku as someone who thought of him as inferior. He didn't believe that he genuinely wanted to be his friend or something. He just thought that, like, I'm not the best. I'm not the best anymore, so that's why all this is happening to me. That's why All Might's not paying attention to me, blah, blah, blah. And that's why he lashes out on him, too, because, like, he accepts that, like, I'm going to get strong my own way, and I'm not going to look up to you. You're my rival now, or something like that. So it's really interesting, like, when he explained all of that, I was like, damn, I think that's really, really well written, if that's the case. It makes me completely see Bakugo in a different way. And then it makes me really appreciate that fight that he has with Deku later on, too.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Right? Because they're both essentially fighting for... Well, they're fighting for All Might's attention to a certain degree.
Yeah.
And then ever since that fight, and then when Bakugo learned about Deku's inherited power, he really chilled out after that. Because then he realized, like...
Much closer.
Yeah, he was like, oh, like, he wasn't hiding it from me, like... That's how it happened. And he's been busting his ass and training this entire time to even be able to contain that. It's like...
Total fucking...
Total one. Right?
Yeah, might have to check that out.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Check it out on YouTube. Totally Not Mark. Love you, dude. I don't know if you'll ever hear this, but I love your videos, man. I like video essays, and video essays and anime are my two favorite things, so...